Assalamu alaikum and welcome, dear listeners, to Asma+Me Moments, the podcast where we embark on a journey to develop a positive, healthy and resilient mindset through captivating stories that connect us to Allah and His importance in our lives. On today's episode, we will be visiting Layla's cousin Maryam and talking about how Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala counts and records everything we do and how we should remember to make good intentions every day.
Assalamu alaikum, Maryam. What are you writing?
Alaikum assalam, Layla. I'm just writing a plan.
Oh, what kind of plan?
Well, yesterday at the masjid, we learnt about how Allah knows everything about us. The thoughts in our head, every breath we take, and even every leaf that falls. He counts everything, and that means He also counts all the good and bad things that we do.
Ooh.
So, I was thinking, I'm going to make a plan to do more good things every day.
Like what?
Like helping my mama with chores, giving some of my pocket money to charity, finishing my homework on time, and
eating all your vegetables.
But why do we need to make a plan?
That's a really good question, Layla. When we set an intention before we do something, it gives us a chance to really think about why we are doing it and remind ourselves only to do it for Allah.
Khala, what is an intention?
Setting an intention is another way of saying to make a plan, and in that plan, to remember why we are going to do it.
Right, so when we make a plan, it's the same as setting an intention.
Yes, Maryam, that's right.
Did making intention will seem like it takes a long time?
I know it might seem that way, Layla, but we don't always need to write it down. In fact, we can think it or even say it out loud. What's important is that we remember to make an intention, to remind ourselves why we are doing the action. That way, we can remember Allah in everything we do.
This all sounds tricky to me.
It is tricky. Even us adults sometimes forget. But it's really important to try our best to set intentions because it reminds us to think of the reason for why we do things.
Isn't it easier to just do that activity?
It can be easier than to make a plan, but then we may not really think about why we are doing it. And remembering why we are doing something can make us enjoy it even more.
I liked the idea of making a plan. It's exciting to think of all the kind of things we can do.
Did you know, when we make a plan, we are telling our brains to concentrate really hard on our plan and help us make it happen? Do you want to give it a try? Maryam, what plans have you made for today?
I want to bake some cupcakes for iftar.
That sounds lovely. And why do you want to bake today?
So that everyone can enjoy them when they have iftar this evening. I think this is a kind act which Allah would like.
Can I help?
Of course, Layla. We can do it together.
Okay, that's a lovely idea. Being kind to our families is a beautiful way to remember Allah today and show Him how thankful we are to Him for this gift He has given us. When shall we bake?
Could we do it after I finish making the rest of my plans for the day?
Sure, that sounds like a good idea.
Can I write a plan too?
Of course you can. I'll help you write a list of all the good things that we can do today.
You can even keep track of what you've done each day, like a kindness journal.
We can write down all the nice things we've done and see how it makes us feel.
Did you know that for every plan you make to do something kind, Allah will reward you, whether you were able to actually do it or not? Allah is Muhsee, the counter. He knows, counts, and records everything, even our intentions. So just by making the plans, Allah is counting all of our good thoughts. That is how kind and merciful He is.
Wow!
Remember, even the smallest acts of kindness can make a big difference in someone's day.
We'll remember and we will do our best each day to be kind.
I'm sure you will. Now, who's ready to start baking these cupcakes?
We are. We can take turns and work as a team.
And what do we say before we start?
Bismillahir-Rahmanir-Rahim. These cupcakes smell delicious.
That was so much fun. I'm really glad we made this plan. You were right, Mama. When we made a plan and remembered Allah, our plan happened. Now, I want to share these cupcakes with all of our friends and family. We can send some to our grandparents, our cousins, and our friends.
Can I take some too when my mama comes to collect me?
Of course. I'm so proud of you both for making such beautiful intentions to do kind things today. Layla, your mama is here to collect you. Oh wow, the time just flew away. Maryam, it's going to be Maghrib time soon. We must go and get ready for iftar.
But Mama, I didn't get a chance to share the cupcakes with everyone. Layla and I had planned to. You said when we make a good intention, it helps our brains to help us make it happen. I feel so frustrated. We worked so hard to bake the cupcakes, and now our family and friends won't get to enjoy them.
That's okay, Maryam. Sometimes we make plans with the cleanest and truest of hearts, but they don't happen. It's okay to feel sad or disappointed or even frustrated when this happens. But we can try to remember that Allah is Muhsee. He knows every little thing and counts all of our actions and also all of our plans. So even though you didn't get to share your cupcakes with our friends and family today, Allah saw you make that plan and He will reward you for that too.
Okay. Well, what if we plan to deliver the cupcakes tomorrow?
That sounds like a great plan.
Yeah, and I guess this way we are spreading the action over 2 days. It will give me a chance to make some cards to go with the cupcakes too.
That's a really great way to think about it. I like how rather than staying frustrated, you turned the disappointment into something better, which would make you happy. I'm so proud of you for doing that. Thank you, little listeners. Let us remember the importance of both setting good intentions, but also remembering that if things don't always go to plan, Allah is Al-Muhsee, the counter. He counts everything known to Him, even our good intentions. Join us next time on Asma+Me Moments. Assalamu alaikum.
These stories are inspired by the Asma+Me affirmation cards, 35 cards for children aged 5 and over, which link to affirmations to Asma al-Husna. Each card also contains activities, discussion questions, and so much more. To find out more and order yourself a copy, visit mindmysoulcollective.com.